Hi everyone, welcome to Cupboard Creations. My name is Gareth and this is my little corner of the internet for playing with my food. Just going to take you through another recipe today that I absolutely love. If you can't tell by the attire, slightly linked to one of my other recipes. This is my Panko breaded chicken burgers, and I always love this with my beach sauce. Now if you look back at the videos, there's another one for the beach sauce. The reason I'm doing it in two is just because you probably never want this without the beach sauce, it's that good. But you might want the beach sauce with everything else. So I'll let you make that one on your own and then add it to this. So this is a nice and simple meal. Yeah, we've got very few ingredients here. We're just going to use a few little cuts of meat that you wouldn't normally use for a chicken burger. So first things first, you're going to need to grab your chicken thighs. You just probably want to trim them up a bit. There's always a little bit of fat on the outside. Also on the inside, there's always a tendon that runs through the middle. When you cook them, that will contract, pull the whole thigh together. So all we're going to do is we're going to slice that one out and then they'll be ready to go. So here you go. You can see through there, there's quite a lot of little white bits in here. You just want to slide a knife under, pull that bit out. Should be able to almost pull it away like that. That'll do. You can trim off a couple of these little bits. Fat as well. And there we go. One chicken thigh. Ready to go. As you can see, once that's all done, perfect burger size. So that's my first one trimmed down. Got my second, and I can already feel there's a huge lump of bone still in there. That's why it's worth, especially with chicken thighs, just trim them up a bit before you use them. If you trust that they're going to be perfect first time, if you go to a butcher or something like that, fine. But if you're just getting them from a supermarket, have a feel through, have a look, make sure they're alright. Nothing wrong with the taste, just I'm not entirely sure the automated kind of butchery systems work quite as well as they should. Perfect. All good. Now we can start breading. Right, so that's my chicken prepared. Now I'm going to need 2 bowls or a bowl and a plate, whichever works. And into the bowl I'm going to put 1 egg. Perfect. Yeah, no shell, like that. We're just going to beat that a bit. Okay, so the egg's all beaten. Now the first thing we're going to need is a little bit of flour. Now you don't need a lot. What we're going to do is we're going to coat those chicken thighs a little bit in flour, and all that will do is it will allow the egg to stick to the chicken thigh. So you want tiny amount in here. That'll do easily. Now you could do this in 3 bowls. You go flour into the egg, into the breadcrumb, but I want to cut down on the amount of washing up I've got to do. So just going to coat that there in some flour and whack it in the egg. Again, just coat that. Get it everywhere you can inside. Put that in the egg. Give it a twist over, just to give it a good coating. Okay, so for the breadcrumbs, I'm using Panko breadcrumbs. Now you can get these in every supermarket. Use them in all sorts of things. Anytime you're doing fish, whatever, it's so much easier. And they are so crisp and so good. So you're going to want probably 2 good handfuls of these. Yeah, looks about right. And then to that we're going to add a couple of little spices just to liven it up a bit. So the first thing we're going to put in is a teaspoon of smoked paprika. You can smell this stuff immediately. Absolutely fantastic. If you can get the tin version, way better. So put a teaspoon of that in. Now we're going to put half a teaspoon of dried thyme. Half a teaspoon of garlic granules. Now I never used to use these things for anything until I started doing this sort of stuff, and they're great for it. Okay. I'd always just go to normal garlic, but actually if you put normal garlic in with this and it's sitting on the outside, it just burns. This just mingles with everything else, gives you a great flavour. So we can give that a mix around. Perfect. Then just add a bit of salt and pepper. So a good pinch of salt. A couple of turns of pepper. Perfect. So now, quite simply, grab your coated chicken, whack it in the breadcrumbs. Turn it over until it's really covered. Some on top, lovely. There's one, still plenty left. There we go. Now there's a lot of washing your hands involved in this. So let's do that and then we'll carry on. There's my chicken, all coated, all perfect. Grab my baking tray. Now to get those breadcrumbs to really kind of fire up and get a nice golden colour, what I always do is put a little bit of vegetable oil onto the baking parchment, which will nicely cover the bottom. Turn. Perfect. And then dribble a little bit all over the top. So you're not looking for much, it's just enough to kind of sink into those breadcrumbs and crisp it up. Now if you've got any left, like I have here, I've got a fair few left, just sprinkle them on top. They'll stick again to that oil, soak it up, and you should get a really nice golden colour on top. Then heat your oven up. It's about 190, 200 C, and whack them in for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll come back to you when they're ready to come out, and we'll put together the burger. Catch you then. Okay, so our 20 minutes is up. Let's grab it out of the oven, see what we got. That is lovely. It's got a nice colour to the top, really great flavours in there, and it's perfect burger size. So now we're going to build our burgers. So just going to grab one of those, nice and hot, whack it on top. Fits perfect. Little bit of, I like it with a bit of red onion, bit of lettuce, and then the most important ingredient, the beach sauce. So I've got two of these, one hot one with scotch bonnet, one mild one with almost no chilli in it at all. A little bit of chilli powder just to kind of bring it alive a bit, but you won't taste any actual heat. So I'm going to put a great big dollop of that on top. Good tablespoon, maybe a bit more. Lovely. Ooh. Oh, it's beautiful. Bang. Now our chilli one. Notice the use of the spoon. Do the one that's not full of chilli first. Good dollop. I'm going crazy. Can have two. Stay on there, boys, stay on there. And bang. I think they look great, they taste absolutely great. So cheap, so easy to make. Lovely chicken, Panko breadcrumb chicken burgers, beach sauce. Hope you love it, and I'll catch you soon. Cheers.